There's a reason you run up the stairs after you turn off the lights. A reason the eyes of some send shivers down your spine. A reason why you stray from shadows lurking in the night. It comes as a voice, a place, or a feeling we simply can't explain. It twists us, torments us. It steals our breath and chills us to the bone. And when it comes for you, there is no escape. So, my friends, sit down, turn off the lights, grab yourself a slice, and gather close as we sit and listen to a terrifying tale from the Wicked Black. Are we ready? Let's begin.
The clock had just struck 3. It was a hot summer's day. As the sun's rays beat down on our heads, me and 4 of my friends sat outside the gate of our high school, patiently waiting for the last bus to pick us up for home. Just the 5 of us sat in a row. We were wearing matching uniforms and backpacks as we sat along a gray brick-stone sidewalk in the middle of the city. It was our usual after-school routine. Most kids lived on the east side of town, but the 5 of us lived on the west. So every day, we all waited for the last bus to arrive, together. And that's how we did everything, together. We had all come to the city from opposite ends of the world. I guess knowing that each of us was away from our real home made us feel at home when we were together.
Why did the student eat his homework?
Khaled suddenly blurted out of nowhere.
Is this another one of your dad jokes?
Said Theo, knowing very well that the punchline would make our eyes roll to the back of our heads.
She said it was a piece of cake.
The sound of passing cars filled an uncomfortable silence. We all let out a displeasing sigh.
You're taking the other bus from now on, Khaled,
said Adam, sarcastically. We all looked down the row at Khaled so we could see just how unimpressed we all were. We all turned, except for Kareem, who sat silently at the end staring down at the floor in a daze.
Don't act so dramatic, Kareem. It wasn't that bad,
Khaled said. Kareem looked up. He seemed tired, worn out, like he hadn't slept in days. He didn't seem himself.
See, you finally broke him,
joked Adam. Kareem looked up.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. I was thinking about something my dad said. Freaked me out the other day.
Your dad is a scary guy,
said Theo.
Isn't he still afraid of the dark?
We giggled as Kareem looked embarrassed. Okay. Tell us what he said. Kareem seemed nervous.
He was telling me about a game. One he used to play as a kid. It's called Wicked Black.
It was clear we were all confused. None of us had ever heard of this so-called game. So we asked how to play. Kareem continued.
You go into the bathroom alone. You turn off the lights. You look into the mirror. And then you say it. 3 times.
Say what? I asked.
Wicked Black.
We all looked around.
That's when it comes. And then it never leaves.
Kareem was almost shaking.
That sounds ridiculous,
grinned Theo.
It's not!
Barked Kareem before settling back down to a whisper.
You wouldn't even be man enough to play it.
Huh. Okay. Well, what's everyone doing today?
Asked Adam.
Nothing. That's what I thought. Gentlemen, today we play Wicked Black.
Our silence was an agreement as we all waved our hands like ghosts. We all agreed that we would all meet up at Kareem's house later that night, 9 o'clock sharp. Just then, the bus pulled up. It was time to head home. Like a flash, the 5 of us were together, standing outside Kareem's bathroom door.
So, who's going first?
Kareem asked. We all just stood there. Our confidence from before had clearly withered away. Even Adam, the tough one of the group, silently stood off to the side, hoping not to be noticed.
Someone has to go.
Kareem said with a very nervous and timid tone. A few more moments passed. Kareem looked as if he had tears welling in his eyes. He seemed annoyed or scared. I couldn't tell. He was definitely not himself. It's getting late. I'll go, I huffed. I quickly stumbled inside the bathroom and faced the mirror. Kareem slowly closed the door behind me as I gave the other 4 one last look of mockery. Cowards, I thought to myself. As the door latch snapped shut, my attitude began to change. There's something about the dark that changes a person. It has this coldness, one that will make anyone feel uneasy, no matter how brave they think they are.
Now, you have to say it 3 times.
Kareem whimpered from outside the door. Yeah, I said before taking a deep breath. I faced forward, stood up straight, pushed my shoulders back, and started the game. Wicked black. The words seemed to echo around the room. I noticed my nerves becoming uneasy. Felt my body tense. Wicked black. My throat started to dry. My hands began to shiver. I paused for a moment, clenched the sides of my jeans, and stiffened my legs. One more time. Wicked black. The words fell silent around me. I stood perfectly still. I stood for a while. Could have been seconds. Could have been minutes. My jaw clenched as the room seemed to get colder. I was woken from my daze. I rubbed my eyes as I tried adjusting to the darkness. Yeah, I did it, I said. Nothing happened. I'm coming out. As I went to turn, I heard something. Crying from the other side of the door. It was Kareem. I heard him mumble.
I'm sorry.
That's when it hit me. Knocks weren't coming from the door. Knocks were coming